Back to the land of Rim indeed. Welcome on in, Alex. I've got an appointment later today, so I'm doing a bit of an early stream. But yeah, I am alive and existing. I don't feel like having the ring light on, so I'm not going to be doing webcam today, but other than that, everything is as normal. Always a good start, and don't blame you. Yeah. Let's see. Mainly my appointment is like an hour and a half drive away from me, so I want to have as much energy as possible for dealing with that, since being in the car gives me a migraine. But yeah, welcome to Rimworld, everybody. Today we are going to try to get some Automadroids online and continue to build up the base, as per usual. But yeah, let's get things rolling. Looks like Doc's still injured a little bit from the other day's raid. Sucks that he got his hand damaged. I kind of need that for Doc to work. And has that scalpel ever been made? No. Is Bean still alive? He is indeed, and he's been promoted to sergeant, since he is probably our best combatant in the colony. At least ranged-wise. Hell yeah, good old Beans. Looks like we're still trying to convert Eliana, and we have the Wise here, who will probably just end up selling. Still got a lot of furniture and stuff, and just random things to build around the bedrooms, but things are turning out pretty well. Get that cooler powered. Let's see. Things are a little bit chilly outside, but in general, we're pretty well temperature controlled. Let's pump up the speed here a little bit, since it's just night and everybody's sleeping. Doc is fully healed, very good. I think he's still gonna have that scar in his hand, unfortunately. Beans can do combat focus, and Tina, would you please strip all of these people for me? The lifter bot will deal with actually hauling that. I do need a more dedicated area to actually dump corpses. I'll probably do it, like, over here. Let's disallow human-like corpses from this zone. Doc, what are you doing? Putting on the plasteel plate armor, okay. Mad Red Panda. That does not matter to us. I don't think you can actually get into the kill box. Oh, it can. That's been changed in Odyssey. Very good work, Bunker. Tis but a scratch. And that is Eliana on our side. They're Starjacks, so they're always going to have the -8 due to oxygen sensitivity until we get them a vac suit. But anyway, we should be more than good. Eliana will fill quite a few gaps in our colony. Being a second person that's good at construction, we can train them up to be good at shooting, and they're okay at mining. I don't care about having them crafting, as we already have 2 pretty good crafters in the base. Yeah, that should be good for their priorities. And what did you throw on? You threw on the environmental suit, firefoam pack. You have some trousers. Let's get you a weapon. And Bunker does have that brain injury again, which is absolutely obnoxious. I swear that helmet they're wearing doesn't protect their brain. It's looking like we don't really have any weapons in storage. We have some smoke grenades, a couple light SMGs. But yeah, we're gonna need to make something. We'll just throw them with a double action revolver for now. We don't have anything better to give to them, unfortunately. Let's restrict the quarry so that Bricks hopefully goes and uses the deep drill. No, he's not. Okay, Observer's just holding down the deep drill at the moment, unfortunate. Can I reinstall that? No, but we're scrappers, so we can rebuild it anywhere we want. Let's restrict butchering. We do really need to move these corpses. Let's get all that hauled urgently. It's gonna take them a while to actually move the bodies, but that's fine. Waiting for the sun. I don't know why one of the Rimworld soundtracks randomly has lyrics in it other than whoop-de-doo drugs, but, you know, I'm not complaining. Let's scrap all these spare plate armors we got. Or people will just equip them, that's honestly fine. And where is Eliana sleeping? They've decided to sleep up there. You are going in the barracks. Until the actual bedrooms are done, anyway. Rick is not having a good time. Probably because they've been hauling around corpses all day, but that's a necessary evil. It's a dead good job. Okay. Let's remove the plate armor from the Ys, because we don't know how long we're going to have to keep them in holding, and I don't want them to go on a prison riot with plate armor on. Party. Observers throwing a party to celebrate Doc's recruitment of Eliana. You're throwing the party in the hospital. Let me just throw down a party spot. So that this doesn't happen again in the future. Because the hospital, sure, it's somewhat impressive, but it's not going to stay that way. I'd rather also not have people dirtying up the hospital. Breakup. Grass and Bunker are no longer in a relationship. Oh no. That is going to affect moods for quite a while. Yeah, divorced by Grass. Minus 20 for 30 days. That is insane. Oof. That is unfortunate. I hate the default, like, romance stuff in Rimworld. I should probably find a mod that changes it to some degree. Because, like, no matter what, somebody is going to break up. And that's super annoying for mood negatives. Like, no matter what I do, Bunker is going to be very unhappy for the next 30 days. Hey, Berserker, you want to finish that mechanoid? Actually, we don't have a weapon for that mechanoid. There's no point. Unless it can equip a bio-coded lever action, but I doubt it can. You have so many light SMGs. And what's Brick doing? You're hauling stuff. Brick, you may go off haul urgently, because I need you mining. Yeah, the advanced deep drill is very slow, but boy is it solid. Just being able to have guaranteed resources. And how much steel will you get out of that? 45 steel from that bit of work. Not bad. Arcanexus quest is available. I don't think I care. Yeah, that means we hit 200k wealth at some point, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be 150k. Oh, you are slow. Why is that? Oh. Is your stoned and smoke bleed? I need to put your drugs policy on no drugs. Escort lifter's low battery. Tina's doing a good job recycling everything. They're up to 13 crafting, which is pretty solid, but that is all they are ever going to be useful at. Ground penetrating scanner has been unlocked, so if we ever need to do normal deep drilling, we have the ability to. It might be worth doing normal deep drilling too, because that's just generally a lot faster once you actually have the stuff scanned. Hmm. This is going to be Doc's bedroom. Actually getting a good amount of steel from recycling that plate armor. Why are you sleeping, Observer? Why are you so tired in the middle of the day? Did you, like, not go to bed last night or something? I should probably set this to be drop on ground. What sort of skill does it take for plasteel? I'm not sure. Mining 15. Okay. What's our current mining skill? 15. I should give you an expertise in mining. Deep drilling, specifically. Because that is basically all you're going to be doing for a while. And bunkers at minor break risk because grass is a jerk. Eliana is still just hauling stuff. I should probably take them off of hauling urgently. So that they can actually get some other work done. Because I can just have the escort lifter do all the dirty work. Probably should have just been doing that from the beginning, but it's charging. Oh, machining counts as smithing? That's annoying. I was hoping I could have the child make me a gun. A granulum pod has sprouted nearby. Nice. I don't really have a place to put the granulum tree, unfortunately. So we'll probably end up just selling the seed. And again, how many marble bricks do we have? A good chunk, actually. We're running a little bit low on concrete, so let's start making some of that again. Let's see. Tina's about to be 11. We're doing not completely awful on their growth, to be honest. Considering that we don't have anybody dedicated to childcare. But I don't really need them to be dedicated to learning, mainly because they already have good crafting, and that's all I need from them. There aren't really any statues that I'd want to make. Artsy stuff doesn't really fit in with the military aesthetic I'm going for anyway. I would build a second Automadroid constructor, but we honestly don't need it. Anything fancy in mech text that we can make? We can make trash pans, which are actually quite handy. It would take some of the cleaning work off of the dock. I just don't know where to actually put it. Any good weapons I can make? Not really. The anesthesia pistol does actually quite interest me, but we don't have a way of making stamponents right now. Having an EMP launcher in storage would actually be kind of nice. But I'm not gonna bother. Okay, all the corpses are almost hauled. Very good. I'll probably leave this as a holding cell and have this as the more proper prison. Because we'll still need an area, like, relatively close to the kill box to actually do triage on patients. Beans is still pretty far off of getting their first sidecast level. Maybe, yeah, you know what, I will. I'll tell them to make a grand sculpture out of marble. I don't think we have anybody of high enough artistic skill, though. Bunker could do it. Yeah. Nobody in our colony is really capable of making a sculpture decent enough to be worthwhile. Quest log. Yeah. Eltex Meteor, don't care. Do we have anything fancy in security currently? Not really. Gonna put a little weapon storage room right by the firing range. And we have unlocked military equipment. We're only able to create the disposable launcher currently. And I don't think we can even make the machinery printer. We cannot. Now that we have effectively infinite steel, we probably want to start working on drilling for oil, but I'm going to get flak armor first. Being able to make riot helmets or tactical helmets would be quite handy. Can't stop yawning. There's a lot of things that we need to research all at once. I think our research queue is about as good as it's going to get, though. Just need to actually get the research done. What are your skills looking like? 15% bonus deep drilling speed, very good. And disease. Fibrous mechanites. Unfortunate. And our doctor got sick. That's the issue with having only one doctor. But at least they can tend themselves. Industrial Complex Orbital Trader. Ooh. They should be willing to buy quite a bit from us. Doc has a scratch on his hand, so naturally that affects his negotiation skills, according to Rimworld. We have some jade, I'll just get rid of that. I would like to buy their new training. Because we won't be able to make any of that for a while. I'll also buy 2 advanced components and... let's see... 10 normal components. Oh, they sell, like, uninstalled stuff. Could just straight up buy Venometric power cells, which is pretty crazy. But boy, are they pricey. I'm tempted to buy a Grazer turret, but I don't know. These do count for artistic meditation. We'll just buy the cheapest one, because they all seem to give 16% meditation psi focus gain. We're going to be spending a bit of silver here, but I'm happy with that transaction. And of course, bunker is under a minor break risk. Did you get sick with the fibrous mechanites? You did. That is unfortunate. Let's see. That was bunker with a minor break risk again. But just extracting intel from the wise. The wise, they have 2 intellectual. Yeah, their breathing is affected by oxygen sensitivity, so that's lowering their consciousness and all their other work types in general. Freight company is leaving comms range. Let's see. And we're really just waiting for chlorine to be completed. Let's see, I'm actually going to put these soldats onto recharge. Because they're all pretty low in power. There goes bunker again. Okay, so what do we need in the colony? We need another plants person and probably another medic. And then after that, we'll just want a bunch of good combat pawns. Wildman wandered in, so there's another feral werewolf. Yeah, they're an uncontrolled lycanthrope. Okay, not sure what that turtle did to him, but I don't mind. And you cannot do any capturing, yeah. Yeah, I need another recharger or two. Rick is going to be an absolute beast on that deep drill. Look at him go. Not sure how you're at 120% recreation, but, you know, that's good for you. Can start being a little bit more frivolous with my power lines now that we have more steel. Okay, and it looks like Doc's bedroom has turned out quite nice. Grass has inspired creativity. I mean, I don't think that matters. I always forget just how slow the grind is to actually get cloth in this. Cotton takes ages to grow, and you don't get a very high yield. Our pigs are also doing good as per usual. Bunker's still unhappy. Gonna be a common theme with today's stream, I feel. And probably a bit of tomorrow's. Okay, we're getting the prison up and armored. Bunker's very unhappy. Hey, Allie. Welcome on in. Just dropping by in to say meow? Nice. Yeah, today's just a short, sleepy stream. I have an appointment later today, but I still wanted to stream anyway, so decided just to go at it early. Sleep. I barely know ye. Okay, Soldat 2 is basically fully charged. And Soldat 1 is working on it as well. Hello, Sleepy, my old friend. I've come to try again. The weaponry that we're using is still pretty bad. And there's no real way we can fix that just yet. The best thing that we have is the elephant rifle, but that only excels at medium and long ranges. We don't have anything all-purpose. Let's see, the temperature control on our base is being pretty decent. I just want to check that periodically to make sure everything is getting heated properly. probably get lights in here. Because I'm pretty sure this room is pitch black. Yeah, it is. I can't stop yawning, and it's messing with how well I can commentate. Rechargers. Blech. The rechargers are being built. Very good. You mind repairing that antenna for me? It took a beating when a bunch of pigskins landed right inside our fortress, effectively. It's really a shame that there's no, like, anti-air gun or way to block off invaders from just dropping in right on top of you, other than just living under a mountain. Thought you turned into a pirate with how long you said the R. R. Can't stop yawning. It's so annoying. Oh, that is one thing that we also need for the base. We need a dedicated researcher. Because right now we have our best crafter on researching, and that's just not optimal. Visitors. They seem to have a few items to trade. Nothing I'm interested in. The reinforced barrel's kind of tempting, but we'll probably get those from being sieged anyway. Okay, y'all are charged up enough. Let's push you to the front lines. We're probably going to have to start butchering soon. I wonder where the ancient dangers could possibly be on this map. It's like chances are it's in like a corner here or here. Then again, this is kind of the biggest chunk of mountain. I would like to get Beans and expertise with reloading. Because that'll make them be able to just unleash more gunfire than normal. Get rid of all the boulders on the map. No cover for anybody. Not sure why there's so much steel slag here. Probably just been there since the beginning and I just didn't realize. And flak armor is complete. Let's see. We're going to want to make it so that we always have 2 flak vests in storage. And why does a flak helmet cost plasteel? Come on. It's not even that good. But anything to stop people from getting more brain injuries, to be honest. I'd love to make tactical vests for everybody, but we don't have a way to make stamp components or polyester yet. And now we're working on orbital tech so that we can get a proper vac suit for, what's their name? Eliana. Let's see. We're working on orbital tech currently for our research. And after that, I think we're on drill for oil? Yes. Bulk goods trader from the logistics division. Very good. They might actually have some weapons for us. Then again, they're a bulk goods trader, not a weaponry trader. Alrighty. They indeed don't sell any weapons. They don't sell any stamp components or things exclusive to their faction either, which is really unfortunate. They do buy just about anything, though. Kinda wish they bought herbal medicine. You can have the sea rations, you can have some ambrosia. I'd like to keep 30 of that for myself, though. You can have the insect jelly, all of our rice, all of our venison and red panda meat, and most of our chocolate. And you can't afford that. I will take your cloth and steel. Let's sell these garrison caps. They're worth a pretty penny. And nobody's wearing them at the moment, anywho. What happens if I gift them the contract miner? I can't. Okay. And they'll... yeah, if they're a bulk goods trader, they'll buy pretty much anything. Bunker, you're driving me crazy with all these break risks. Styling level gain. Beams. Hooray. Let's give them speed boost. Am I getting sieged by the gas gang? Interesting. How many of them? 5 humans, 3 robots. Let's wait till they call in their supplies to actually attack them. They might also just run into that trade caravan. Or vice versa. They're building 2 howitzers. What sort of weapons do they have? Pistols exclusively. Hey, those robots aren't supposed to be able to build. That's cheating. Oh. Okay, quest available. They've decided to steal what they can and leave. So they're just taking their heavy barrels with them. Okay, then. Well, they left a bunch of steel for us and some components. That's probably the easiest siege I've ever seen. Combined with the trade caravan already being here and them just generally not sending that many people. Let's see. Either honor or death rest capacity serum, I do not care. I was wondering why they were acting like the stockpile was full. Let's get these components hauled urgently. They just left 1,000 steel sitting there. Wow. Those pigs we got early on have been so helpful. They haven't been necessary for our survival or anything, but they've just been generally nice to have. Beans is just meditating and training whenever they're not cooking, which is very nice to see. Making good progress in the bedrooms as well. Beans has a shoot frenzy. Let's call in another trader. Hopefully if we get a black market trader, there's somebody worth buying there. Just drilling for steel. Ah, yes, child making the drugs. Let's go. Exotic's good trader. Sell out a new tray mean, which will actually be quite handy. A howitzer pack? A grenade launcher backpack with an integrated feed mechanism, firing fragmentation ammunition to neutralize soft targets with an effective range. Yes, please. Ooh, they sell bionics. They don't really sell too much that I'm actually interested in, though. They have a shard silent aeroformer. Knocks somebody unconscious, but makes them a sidecaster. Getting that for Doc could be good, but that's almost 3,000 silver. Positronic brain. A highly advanced artificial brain made using cutting-edge ultratech techniques. Design elevates a person's consciousness to an entirely new level. It doesn't work with brain implants, so I can't use it for like a mechanator or something, though. How do I, like, view the actual stats on it, though? Install positronic brain. Positronic brain. Body part efficiency 150%. That is crazy. Yeah, that's worth the 5,000 silver. Let's see if we can bargain for that, though. Could sell all of our pigs. I feel like that's just a bad idea in the long run, though. I guess I'll sell a couple hundred gold. So if I say I wanted Bunker to equip this, do I have to tell them to use it? And it acts as a bionic. Reduces move speed, though. So I don't know if I want that on my melee fighter. I could give it to Beans. I think I'll just keep it for now. Can somebody haul this priceless positronic brain out of the rain, please? Anybody? Okay, escort lifters on it. Actually, Doc, you still awake? Yes. Let's buy 1 or 2 Glitter World medicine from them as well, so I can guarantee that that gets installed correctly. Just gotta remember that Doc has it on him. Bunker is hiding in their room because they are in serious pain from the fibrous mechanites. Well, they're in mild pain from the mechanites and serious pain from the brain scar. It's probably the best mental break we could get from that, at least. Okay, Doc, come bunker down. Or attempt to, anyway. Bunkers achieve the Feel Catharsis aspiration. Cool. Didn't realize they had that. Let's see. Let's temporarily move your medicine restriction to best quality medicine. Step over here for me, Doc. Drop that on the floor. And use that to install the positronic brain. Thank you. I will save scum for bionic implantations, because there's no reason why it will destroy the bionic and mangle your person permanently as well. And the positronic brain will also be able to self-repair. So if they get hit in the brain and survive again, they'll be able to fully recover. This also counts as an implant, which will make the body modder in them quite happy, or the transhumanist happy. Five more days before we can offload the Wise onto the recruitment caravan. Okay, bunker's back up. What's your consciousness looking like, even though you're still affected by anesthetic? Let's see. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize fibrous mechanites gave you extra blood pumping. That's kind of handy. We need to get rid of some of this leather. Oh, quest log. The enormous edifice. A 13 by 16 monument for basically nothing. No thank you. A janitary helmet's kind of fun, but I could care less. Oh, now that we're done trading, you get an inspired trade? That's just fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody really dyeing their clothing at all. They're supposed to do it whenever they have free time, but I guess they just don't have that. It's not like we're low on dye or anything. Got 200 of this stuff. Oh, bunker is zooming now. Okay, with our current betting, this base can support up to 19 people, I believe, with maybe some prisoners. But we'd probably have to expand the farm if we actually had all of our bedrooms filled. So I'm leaving space for that. We could probably build the ENIAC. I don't know if we have the power network to support it, but we do not have the power network to support it. Okay. ENIAC costs 5,000 watts to run, so we do not have anywhere close to what we need for that. Okay, you made enough marble blocks. That's good. Oh, and we've unlocked orbital deck. We can get that vac-suit gear made for Eliana. The vac-suit helmet, at least. Oh, that was close. A singular chunk of spacecraft. That's like 100 steel and 6 components. Or 6 to 8 components. Hmm. I just can't wait till Tina's fully grown, because then we'll be able to actually start crafting some good stuff. And have research going at the same time, instead of having to pull an observer off of research constantly. Yeah, Bunker is absolutely zooming between the 160% movement is crazy. Between the brain and the Mechanites. Oh, okay, 50% of that is from fibrous Mechanites, I see. Lost biotech lab found. I do not have anywhere to store biotech stuff, so I don't really care at the moment. Building a big lab over here might be cool at some point, or up here. I could also embed it into the mountain. And a group of alpacas join. I don't think I care. I can get wool from alpacas, but eh. People are going around and deconstructing everything finally. Get that ambrosia harvested. We still have this big underground cavern that we can't really do anything with because there's no steel down here anyway. I might just destroy the entrance so that the thing collapses. All we have in storage for weapons is a pump shotgun and a light SMG. Smoke grenades don't even count. We might need to break this area down and turn it into another storage room. Brick is looking fancy. Everybody else is kind of thrown on plate armor, but Brick got their hands on a bit of flak gear from a raid earlier. Quest available for the Chase Deserter. We do kind of need an artist, but I don't think I care. Not enough to become enemies of the Empire, anyway. Not seeing hoppers. Am I just blind? I might be. It says they're in the production tab now, okay. Just building the world's fanciest prison, don't mind me. Or Rimworld's fanciest prison, anyway. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, I can't uninstall over the wall cooler. Okay. Just had to check. However, I will probably leave the prison for next time, because I am having trouble sitting up. I am so tired, apparently. Yeah. I'm probably gonna disappear and take a break for now, but thanks a ton for stopping by, everybody. I hope you had a good time here. And let's see. Save the game. I'm just completely frazzled. I would like to go for another hour, but I'm sorry, I just can't right now. Stay awesome, stay safe, rock and stone. We're going to be raiding Ellie Starlight. They were in here earlier. They're pretty cool. They're currently playing some Deep Rock Galactic. But yeah, have a good one, folks.